Okay, we're back on. Um, so in this episode, like I said, I've been busy with the new job. I haven't had time to do a whole lot of what do you call it? Do a whole lot of flint napping or fishing or anything really for that matter. Just I haven't even really done any videos for the channel or anything like that. Hello. So anyways, I've got a couple of things that I got from auctions from Patrick's auctions. So we got to find a new home for these things. So let's do an unwrapping. This is, I believe, the very first thing that or the most recent thing that I've won in an auction. Look at that sucker. Look at that. Yeah, Patrick outdid himself. This is kind of an art piece too, and it's pretty damn big. So, not sure where I'm going to put this one for sure yet. So we're going to put this one aside. Actually, we'll just leave it right there. That looks good. Okay. And from the last, from either, if you didn't see this video, I'm not sure I'm going to upload them, but this is another piece that I got from one of Patrick's auctions. And I just wrapped it and did a little video on how to wrap a natural fiber on there for the handle of the knife. So that's another one there, but I know where that's going. That's going in my curio cabinet. Let me see here. I got to move a couple things around. And then we got this box. And this is some more winnings from Patrick's auction, and I got to figure out a place to put them too. So let's unwrap these and see. I got to be careful because there's like three in here, and I'll tell you the story behind it. Okay. So you got this piece here. Okay. This is made out of Mexican green Imperial Jasper. Comes in a couple different shades, but I'm going to bring out my flashlight here if I can find it. Let me get that sucker out right now. Got my flashlight. Ever Ready flashlight. They're about $8. $8 or $9 at Kroger's grocery store. And I get them. I catch these babies on sale for about $5. So anyhow, I'm going to use that in a minute to show you these points, how amazing they are. Okay, now moving right along. I'm going to put this one off to the side because there's a story behind that one too. And then there's this point. Okay. And this is another one of those Mexican green Imperial Jasper points that Patrick made. Now, the story is with these 2 points, I bid in the auction. And let me show you how translucent and cool these things are. As you can see, very translucent, kind of a green color. This is a yellow green in this one here. And then this one is more of a darker green. You can see how green this sucker is. It's amazing how translucent it is. So anyways, these 2 points right here, I went into auction. This is about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago maybe. And I kept bidding. They kept going up. They kept going up. Kept going up. I told the wife, I said, because I hadn't started working yet at my new job. So I said, do I keep bidding or not? And she says, keep bidding, bid up until you can get them, and that's your birthday gift. So my birthday was September 10th. So I got these two Imperial Green Jasper. And the other box, the other way I got this point was through my good friend Marty Young Bear. He sent me a small little flat rate box with some Knife River flint. I would show you that, but you've seen another video of that, so I won't show that. But in the box of Knife River Flint that Marty sent me, there was a piece of cardboard with this point shoved inside of it. And what it was is, lo and behold, it's this green Mexican Imperial green jasper point. And this was in an auction previous to these two. There was Patrick, I think the story is Patrick got like 4 pieces of this Mexican green Imperial jasper. And he made 4 points that I'm aware of. And I won these 2 in one auction. This one Marty must have won in an auction. And I don't know, for whatever reason, he gifted it to me. So huge thank yous, Marty, for sending me this. And I've got to come up with something to send you. I haven't done a lot of flint napping, so I haven't made anything decent enough that I would be happy enough to send out. But I did get some intel and some information, and I think I got an idea or two for something I got to put in a box in the next upcoming weeks, because I'm gonna have to make this one gift to send you. I'm gonna have to make it from scratch. I got that, and I got something else. It's actually I got to pick through it and see. It's a treasured antique from my fishing memorabilia and stuff that I got. So that's a little sneak peek for Marty Young Bear. Like I said, I got some stuff to send him, because I'm just greatly shocked about getting this point and some more Knife River Flint, which is awesome. I appreciate that. Anybody who has material like that, hit me up and see if I'm interested, and get exchange addresses, because I love trying out different materials from different areas. And this is crazy ass material here, this Mexican green Imperial jasper. This stuff is kind of crazy. And I like green. I naturally I don't know if I shined the light under this one. This light is almost too damn bright. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We muted it a little bit, but you can see it's kind of that greenish color. So anyhow, I've got a frame here, and these are Jack Crafty points. So I'm thinking about trying to put them in with the other points that I have in my Jack Crafty collection. So let's take a look here and see what we can put in there. So what I think I'm going to do, here's the frame. These are some other points. I've done videos on this. This is my Jack Crafty Flintknapping Modern Reproductions by Jack Crafty, aka Patrick Blank. Or I read that backwards, probably because I'm a little dyslexic sometimes. So anyways, what I was going to do is I was going to put one of these, I was going to put a couple of these jasper points in this frame. And I think I might just put one like right there. And then, let's see, I'm running out of room in this Jack Crafty frame. Might just put that one like that. That looks pretty decent right there, just like that. So I'll have those right there. And maybe if I get something from Patrick's auction that's real skinny, I might be able to offset it and put it in between there. But anyhow, that's the ones that we're going to put in this frame, because this one's like almost completely full now. So we're going to do that. So we'll put those 2 in there. Carefully close that down. And then we got to replace these pins in here. I'm going to try and do this by feel. So, because when you put these pins in, boys and girls, You do not want to tip your frame completely up before you put all the pins in and get it pressured. Otherwise, you're going to have pins that are going to be falling. You're going to have arrowheads banging together and breaking and all that fun stuff. So you got to try and keep this thing as flat as possible. And then you find the holes. Got to make sure you go through the right hole, because on these Rinker frames, what happens is when you push this pin in, sometimes it goes upwards and it'll push your background and your padding and everything all around and mess that up. So as you can see, I got all 4 pins in, and we're going to just gently do the little tip test. Tip it up, and there's enough pressure and tension on these points that they're going to stay right there in place. I apologize for that reflection there, but there you go. So this is a Patrick frame, and then probably I'll do another video at some point where I'll talk about all these different ones and what the material is. I think I did that on another video on that, so that'll be good. So now we've got two points here that are pretty darn big, and we got to find a home for these 2 Patrick points. So I've got my new Masters of Flintknapping frame. This is a frame any of you guys, are out in the napping community, have a point or 2 you can spare and send me. I'll put those in this frame. This is, so far I've got a small collection of Flintknapping Masters works in here. And when I say Masters of Flintknapping, I mean, you can send me, if you've been napping for like a year or 2, you can send me a point or whatever to also. That would be fine. I consider anybody that can have the patience to do Flintknapping is probably a master already. So I'm going to get this lid off, and we'll open this up carefully, because I think I did a video on how I set these things up, these frames. So anyhow, you already seen how I put this felt backing down and everything. Now, what I have so far in this frame is I've got, I believe these 3 points here, they came from a subscriber and a longtime viewer of a lot of the Flintknapping channel videos on other guys' channels. But Scott Lauer lives in the UK, and this group of 5 points are points that he made out of bullhead flint and chalk flint that they find in England. So I believe these 3 are points that are traditionally found over in Great Britain and in Europe as well, probably. And then these 2 are kind of points that are American like points. Although this one could be from any archaeological record, but this one here is like a Dalton. I'm not going to pull them out because I showed them before. And up in this other corner, I've got 2 points that my good friend Sal, he has his own channel, Blades and Points, his channel, and he's also probably a subscriber and a viewer of my channel and everybody else's channel. But these are 2 points that he sent me. This is like an art point made out of amoeba chert from Texas, and this is a root beer chert Toya point. That's an actual point found in the archaeological record. Of course, that one would probably be in the archaeological record also. I'm not even going to dispute that. So what do we got? We got two more points to add to it, and this is going to be the Jack Crafty additions to this frame. So kind of thinking I'm going to have to put this big guy right there, like that. We'll put that one there, and I'm going to keep Patrick's name out on that. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I probably will do that, because on this point, this big side notch that Patrick sent, that I won in his auction, he did some thinning flakes up through here, so there's some nice fluting on there. So that was good job, Patrick. Uh, shining it kind of like where that is, because that's kind of a unique feature. So we're gonna put this one in the frame. I think I'm gonna leave the names on there. So we're gonna do that one. And then I gotta find a home for this fella. And I think okay. Thinking maybe I might keep that one right there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that, or I'll put it right there. I might play around with this a little bit more, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one up here, and I'll put this one. And let's see. Maybe I'll keep this. Maybe I'll put this one like. Let's see. Maybe I'll keep it like right in here. Maybe no. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it. That's actually what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to keep it just like that. And the reason why I'm putting one of these points in this corner is because, as many of you know, Sal and Patrick are very good close friends. They've gone to a lot of the Flintknapping festivals or Flint nap-ins at down in Texas when Patrick lived in Texas. So, and Sal is kind of very similar to Patrick in his flaking style, and that with the indirect stick underneath the leg and that sort of thing. So, kind of wanted to keep at least one Jack Crafty point kind of near the ones that Sal sent me, because them two are very good close friends, and they're good close friends of mine also, and probably very good close friends of a lot of you guys out there, a lot of you folks watching. So anyhow, I'm going to put this thing back. I'm going to close this because it's a 17-minute video, and I'm going to sign off here, and hope to come out with some more videos here. And like I said, if you look around, those of you in the napping community, there's lots of room in this frame still. Lots of room. And in fact, I will probably continue to get more frames as I collect and get pieces of work from other flint nappers, because I think it's fascinating to kind of see everybody's style and you know, a couple of points that they produced, and maybe even their signature point. I still am hoping to get, still crossing my fingers to get a an Edwards point from one of Patrick's auctions, but every time I get outbidded on that ones. So anyhow, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.